jump right into these questions and answers. We have 3 right here, right now. We're talking about Adobe Creative Cloud, dust and lenses, should you be OCD about it, and memorable photography moments. Our first question comes from Greg, and it is, what is my most memorable photography memory from a client or a friend? Well, one of my most memorable moments necessarily is why I got started in photography, and that was when I was younger, and I was really I didn't really know what I was doing 100%, but it really motivated me down the line when I remembered is when I photographed a friend's mom who eventually passed away like a week or so after taking that photo. And that really helped me, understand the impact and really opened my eyes up to photography and what that could do for someone, because that was the last photo taken of his mom. So that was really, really sentimental to me and extremely sentimental to him and his father and his brother. So that's just something that I've always had, and that's just something, it's one of my biggest memories, but that's something that he still has that photo today. Once again, not the best, not the most well composed, but it's just something that really, really stuck out to me. And I guess client-wise, it's probably when I did one of my first weddings, and I delivered a photo album when I first learned how to do them. And once again, it really kind of revolved around the same thing, but it was, the bride, the bride is very, very key in regards to weddings. The bride kind of wept over some of the photos. Once again, they weren't the greatest in the world, but it also comes down to, I had her father in some of the photos, and he did pass away a little bit after the wedding. So, once again, while not the best photos in the entire world, I was still learning. They captured key moments, and that's the goal of photography. So that was one of the biggest things I felt I could do. That's one of the biggest things I felt I've done in regards to, capturing key moments for people, something like that. So that's how I would answer that question. Everyone, whoever's watching this video, answer this question down below. What is your most memorable or unique moment that you've had from a friend, client, family member, anything like that? Write that down below. So Scott asks, I have a Canon 70-200 2.8 lens. I always had it in my bag with lens caps, and I've always kept it clean. But why is there dust on my lens? Should I be petrified? This is actually a great and fair question, but there is dust everywhere. There is dust getting in my camera, on my lens right now as I'm making this video. And prime lenses tend to not get as dusty because there's not as many moving parts. But mind you, there's glass. You may think everything looks enclosed, but it's not necessarily. There's gaps, especially in zoom lenses. And when you zoom, you're actually sucking in a little bit of air and everything like that. So you may not have anything on the surface, but you may notice that there are dust particles on the inside, and you really won't see those in your pictures until you're way up f16, f22, which no one pretty much shoots at anyway. So don't be worried at all about it. I think you even messaged me on the side and asked if I know a way to open the lenses up to clean them. 1, if you do, you'll avoid any warranty you had. 2, you will probably seriously damage your lens anyway and have to send it to Canon. And 3, it really just doesn't matter. It won't have effect on your images. Now, if you start seeing like hazing and, mold, all that kind of stuff on your lens, it's a whole different story. That's really a lot with the older lenses that sit for a long time. But don't worry about dust right now. You keep doing what you're doing, protect it as you can, but don't go crazy and OCD over it, because there's nothing you can do. Once again, my 70-200 has a little bit of dust in it, but that's just because when you zoom, it's sucking in air. So don't go crazy about it. It's common. Don't worry. And the final question I'm going to answer is about Adobe Creative Cloud. Is it worth it? Well, I'm sure if you go back and look at some of my videos, if you search and type in Adobe CC Creative Cloud, you'll see my first reactions, and I absolutely loved having box products because I had control of everything in regards to that. But Adobe CC, I converted 4 months ago now in regards to the photography bundle, and now I use the Adobe Premiere for video editing. And I tell you what, it's amazing. For $10, you get Photoshop and Lightroom a month. I'm signed up for a year, but I mean, it's extremely affordable. You get all the updates for free, everything's included, all that kind of stuff. And my alleviation of having a box product, a physical license, is really gone because everything right now is a streaming industry. Adobe, they just celebrated their 25th year. They're going on 26 this year. Everything is a streaming industry. Your Netflix, your Hulu, your HBO Go Plus, all that kind of stuff. everything is streaming now, and it's going to be there. Adobe's not going to close. Adobe's not going to fold up. And if it is, then you just go out and buy something anyway. It's not like you're screwed into it. You could still use it even if you're not online. You're not held hostage in regards to your raw files and not being able to edit. You could do things, all that kind of stuff. So Adobe CC Creative Cloud is worth it. Just make sure that you know what you're buying and why you're buying it. And if anything, they have free trials of things. That's what I always recommend, and if you're investing in your business, in yourself, you should have a professional editing software as it is. So Adobe CC for $10 a month for the photo bundle. Mind you, going a year back or maybe a year and a half back or two, it was $20 a month. That's what it is there. So I have the photo bundle for $10 a month, and then I have the single app Premiere for $19.99 a month. I don't need to spend the $50 and above for this suite because I just don't need it, but Adobe CC is extremely worth it. It is, marginally no money. $10 is nothing. I understand budgets. I'm not telling anyone how to spend their money, but it's a streaming world. Adobe's a strong company. They're not going to go out of business anytime soon, so Adobe CC is very, very worth it. This has been Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye, answering some of your questions. Once again, if you guys have any questions, comments, please respond to those below or post those below. I like to do these every type of month, everything like that, and answer and help out as best as I can. Shoot emails at eric@ericrossi.com if you have any questions. If any time, post them down in the YouTube below, or continue to send me through Facebook messaging as well, and I will answer them and feature them in an upcoming episode if I feel that they could be drawn out a little bit and help out you guys and girls as well. So that's it. Hopefully I helped you out. I will answer your images. Thank you so much. Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye.